Hi students, welcome back to my channel Madurai NEET Academy. So in this video we are going to see about the foundation point of view for biology, foundation biology, class 6, components of food. So components of food includes various components like carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals. So we are going to see in detail how these components of food help us to keep our body healthy. So component of food is very essential in a food what we are taking to keep our health completely good. That is, health is a one which can be defined as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. So it doesn't mean merely absence of disease is a good health. Okay. So eating good food with the correct proportion and also with the required component in the food is very essential for being healthy. Okay. So what is the characteristic of a good health? No physical ailments, free from mental stress, self-confidence and active in nature. So this is actually the characteristic of a good health of a person. So food and nutrition which helps us to keep our body healthy. The energy which is required for continuous work, growth of an organism is derived from the food what we have taken. So food is necessary to perform various activities in our body, and acquiring this food, the process is known as nutrition. There are various classifications of nutrition based on the process of acquiring food. So in nutrition we have two kinds of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. So in autotrophic and heterotrophic, we can classify the nutrition on the basis of acquiring food. So autotrophic nutrition is seen in green plants which prepare their own food. So autotrophic means auto means own, by self. So they prepare the required food by their self. So they comes under autotrophic. Heterotrophic in nature, they depend on other plants and animals for the food. The sources of food for heterotrophic nutrition is plants and animals. So plants food such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, cereals, all these are plant sources, and animal sources includes milk, egg, fish, honey and meat. Some of the edible parts of the plant, for example, the part of the each plant is a different plant gives us different kinds of vegetables and fruits. So coming to root, example carrot, beetroot and radish. Stem, ginger, turmeric and potato. Seeds, cereals and pulses. Spinach. Flower, cauliflower, broccoli. Fruit, mango, apple. Seeds, cereals and pulses. You all know this already. So coming to the nutrition, what is a nutrient? Nutrition is the process of acquiring the food by a living organism. And what is nutrient? It is a chemical substance required for the body growth and production of energy. So the nutrients includes various components like carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins and minerals. So based on the nutrient, we are classifying the various nutrients on their functions. So the energy giving food, it includes carbohydrate and fat, and the bodybuilding food which is required for the growth of the organism and repairing the injured tissues, that is protein, and the organism required to develop the immunity to fight against the various organism which causes disease, that is the vitamins and minerals. So these are the three main nutrients. Based on their functions, they are classified under three categories. First one is the energy giving nutrient, second one is the bodybuilding nutrient, and third one is the protective nutrient. So let's see the characteristic and functions of different nutrients based on their functions. Energy giving nutrient, that is the carbohydrate and fat. Carbohydrates characteristics are, they give the energy. It is the main source of the energy, and it has been obtained during the process of digestion, and it is converted into simple sugar like glucose, and it is a easily digestible nutrient. So it provides the daily energy required for every individual. So compared to carbohydrate, fats are highly energy source, but it should be consumed in a lower quantity than the carbohydrate, because accumulation of more fat in the body leads to obesity for the person. It is actually solid at room temperature, so it is very difficult to be digested. So cholesterol, which is obtained from the fat, is present in the human blood. So as I said, it is giving more energy than compared to the carbohydrate. Next one, bodybuilding proteins. Bodybuilding component is protein. So it is also releasing different kind of amino acids during the digestion process, and which is required for the hair, nails and muscle growth. Okay, and it repairs the injured tissues and gives the body growth. Next one is the vitamin and minerals, which is considered as the protective food. So vitamin is very essential for the body to develop the immunity to protect from different diseases, from different disease causing organisms, and also required for the normal growth and function of the body. Especially vitamin B12 and vitamin D can be synthesized in the body of the human beings itself. Vitamin D is synthesized in the body with the help of sunlight, and vitamin B12 is synthesized in the large intestine, where the symbiotically associated microorganisms are present, which absorbs the minerals and water in the large intestine and synthesizes B12. Next one is the minerals. Minerals are inorganic substances absorbed by the plants through the soil and water. So those minerals includes iron, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, all this and all, zinc, all this and all we need in lower quantity. Okay, the next one is the classification of carbohydrates. So we have different types of carbohydrates, namely simple carbohydrate and complex carbohydrate. Simple carbohydrates are those which are simple sugar, and complex carbohydrates are complex sugars. For simple sugar, examples are glucose and fructose, and for complex sugar, that is cellulose and starch. So simple sugars are sweet in taste, this is bland in taste, and this can be absorbed easily, and this is absorbed slowly. This provide instant energy, and this provide the energy very slowly. So always we have a simple sugar in our body in order to release the energy immediately. So the classification of nutrient based on their requirement in our body. As I said earlier, we have two kinds of nutrients, that is macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients includes fat, protein and carbohydrates. These are present in various plant and animal sources. The macronutrients are the nutrients which are required in the body in large quantity. Macro means large. So it is required in large quantity by our body. But the micronutrients such as vitamins and minerals are required in less compared to the macronutrients, carbohydrate, fat and protein. So sources of carbohydrate in plants are cereals, potato, sweet potato, and in animal is milk. Likewise, for protein, plant sources are cashew, almond, groundnuts, and animal sources milk and milk products, meat and fish. For fat, it is oil and nuts in plant sources, and in animal sources it is milk, butter, ghee and eggs. We have few tests to determine the food which contains different carbohydrate, protein and fat. It is tabulated here. So you can check whether there is a presence of carbohydrate in a food by taking a raw ingredient as a small quantity of food and add 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution to it. If it turns blue black, that shows that the carbohydrate is present in that food item. Likewise, for test for protein, take a small amount of the food item in the form of paste or powder, add 10 drops of water and shake it well, then add 2 drops of copper sulfate and 10 drops of caustic soda solution, and shake the content properly in the test tube, and it results in a violet color. So if it turns violet, that shows the presence of protein. So carbohydrate is blue black in color and protein is violet in color. Next one is the fat. So fat, take a few quantity of the food wrapped in a piece of paper and crush it in such a way the paper does not tear, and the paper is observed against the light. If there is a patch of oil present, that shows the fat. Usually we do this with the oil fried food items, right? So we will check how much of oil is there. We will try to squeeze the oil out before eating. Okay, now we will see about the vitamins, that is the micronutrient. So we have two kinds of vitamin. One is fat soluble and another one is water soluble. So the fat soluble vitamins include vitamin A, D, E and K, and the water soluble vitamins are B and C. So vitamins are very essential for developing our immune system. This we have already discussed. Vitamin A, food sources and its deficiency and the function. So vitamin A is present in various green leafy vegetables, carrot, cod liver oil, butter and egg, and its main function is to give us a healthy eyesight, skin and formation of skeletal system. The disease caused due to vitamin A is the night blindness, or also called as color blindness, and it leads to the rupture of cornea also. So the symptoms may be the blurring of vision or poor visibility during the night time. The next one is vitamin D. Vitamin D is found in milk, egg yolk, fish, oil and butter. So these are the sources of vitamin D, and the functions of vitamin D is to give a proper growth of bone and teeth. So the result of deficiency of vitamin D is the disease called rickets. So that means it leads to the bending of bones. Weak bones you will get, and griddles. Next is vitamin E. Vitamin E is found in green leafy vegetables, soybean oil and in liver. These are very rich in vitamin E. So normal function of vitamin E is to give a normal functioning of the reproductive system, that is the reproductive organ in male and female. That leads to deficiency, leads to sterility in male and abortion in female. So difficulty in producing the offspring is the main symptom that a person is devoid of, is having a deficient of vitamin E. Next is vitamin K. The sources of vitamin K are green leafy vegetables, soybean oil, liver, similar to vitamin E. It helps to clot the blood during the bleeding time. So if there is any wound occurred in a body, so this vitamin K helps to create the clotting of the blood. So deficiency obviously lead to delay in clotting of blood, and the symptoms are excessive bleeding from the wound. Next one is the water soluble vitamin C. So vitamin C are found in various fruit sources, includes amla, and mainly the citrus fruits like lemon and orange, tomatoes, green leafy vegetables all includes vitamin C. So it is required for healthy teeth, gums, and also provides resistance towards various kinds of infection, helps in absorption and storage of iron also. The main disease caused due to vitamin C is scurvy, that is bleeding of gums, loosening of teeth, and slow in healing of wounds. And your gums will become spongy and it will start bleeding. That is the symptom of scurvy disease. Next is the another main water soluble vitamin B, which includes various types B1, B2, B12. We have B6 also. We have various types. Here you are going to see only B2, B1 and B12. So B1 is found in milk, cereals, nuts, yeast, whole grain and the unpolished, especially the unpolished rice. So its main purpose is to give a good functioning in the digestive system, good functioning of digestive system, nervous system and muscular system. So all the three system, nervous system, digestive system, muscular system and heart. So for proper functioning of all these four organ system, B1 is necessary. Deficiency leads to a disease called beriberi. So beriberi means weakness and pain in the calf muscle, especially the calf muscle, that is your lower limb muscles. Calf muscle pain, that shows B1 is deficient. And loss of appetite, loss of weight. You will lose weight and also there is a loss of appetite, that is you won't feel like eating food. So these are the symptoms of B1. Especially if you have a calf muscle pain, that shows B1 is deficient in your body. Next is B2. B2 is present in milk, whole grains, meat, beans and green leafy vegetables. So altogether you can see the green leafy vegetables, milk and cereals, they are very rich in all these kinds of vitamins. So you can consume a pure milk, good milk, that is more than enough per day. You will get all the kinds of B vitamin especially in your body. So it is essential for the healthy skin and thereby the deficiency leads to the skin disorders. The symptoms includes eye irritation, inflammation of the tongue and also cracks in the corners of your mouth. So many people have the cracks in the mouth. So that is due to the vitamin B2 deficiency. The next one is vitamin B12. It is present mostly in the liver, cheese, milk, fish, meat and egg. So its deficiency lead to a disease called pernicious anemia. So in pernicious anemia, people will experience a pale skin. Anemia itself means pale skin, and due to the lack of RBC is not there. So less of RBC leads to pale skin, and due to that less stamina will be there. Obviously RBC is less, carrying of oxygen to the cells will be less, and loss of appetite also there and frequent headaches. So these are the symptoms of pernicious anemia. So the functions of this B12 is very obvious, that it is involved in the formation of red blood cells and proper growth of the body. So the next important one we have in this nutrient is the minerals. As we discussed earlier, minerals are very essential for our body to maintain good health and also to prevent various diseases. So the minerals include iron, iodine, calcium, phosphorus, sodium or potassium and fluorine. So in the next video we will see about the minerals. Thank you students.